My name is Chris King. I'm with a short film called Birthday. It's about a triple amputee Marine who has come home for the first time with his wife, and they're just adjusting to a new normal. The inspiration for our short film Birthday came from a photograph of just this young, head-shaved Marine with a badly damaged face. And it just haunted me, and I remember printing it up. And I'm a vet myself. And anyway, that just sort of sparked an idea for a short film about, our severely wounded Marines and what they might go through in hospitals, what their families might be going through while they're going through surgeries and rehab and coming home and all that. I got in contact with that Marine. Actually, I tracked him down, and he was our first interview, our first consultant, military consultant, and wounded veteran consultant for our film. I start all of my scripts with visuals that just come to mind with regard to rehab and surgeries and whatnot. Those came quickly with the research that I was doing. And I knew that I wanted certain scenarios of the rehabilitative process and the trying on of new legs and new arms, and what does that feel like? How does an amputee take a shower? And I just made a laundry, like a wish list of things that I wanted to show, not to be shocking, but just to, again, convey what their normalcy is going to be like for the rest of their lives. It was a relatively quick process, and I shot as many of those things on that wish list as I could, but I always knew of my narrative through lines, so to speak, from beginning to end rather quickly. I think some of those human elements like that, it was important for us to translate that or transfer that into the film, because again, we didn't want to make a somber, fist pounding, look at how terrible things are for our wounded veterans kind of film. We wanted to make it very documentary style, uber realistic as we possibly could. And part of that was the sense of humor that a lot of these veterans have, just out of sheer necessity and through the madness of it all. And we've got our vet, triple amputee with his arm. He's trying to pick up some food with this fork, and he's trying over and over and over and over again, and his wife was watching him almost with a grin on her face, and he finally gets it up to his mouth and she smacks it out of his fork. Now normally that would be an extraordinarily cruel thing to do, but that's the kind of stuff that goes on with these guys, with these couples, for the pure reason of because they can, and just to keep, again, a sense of humor behind it all. And again, we just wanted to infuse little moments of levity, because that's life. I think what I hope audiences will take away from seeing our short film Birthday is getting a new perspective, perhaps, on what these severely wounded veterans go through. Not as a guilt trip or anything like that from a civilian standpoint, not to make any grandiose statement, but just to, again, have a better idea, just from a very day-to-day level, on what these guys and gals go through and their families in caring for them, and that is just so much more an enormous process than we ever thought it was, and I guess in some way to appreciate that sacrifice, both from the veteran themselves and from the family members who care for them.